should you still take the GMAT if you're trying to get into an MBA program? With test waivers, alternatives like the GRE being increasingly accepted, and more schools adopting generally more flexible policies, this is a fair question. The short answer for most applicants, yes, the GMAT is still worth taking. I'm Julia, and today I'm going to talk about how the GMAT fits into our current but ever-evolving academic landscape. A lot of top MBA programs still require standardized test scores, either the GMAT or the GRE, and even at schools where tests are optional, the reality is a little more complicated. A strong GMAT score can boost your application, help you stand out, or even unlock scholarship opportunities. So it's not just about meeting minimum requirements, it's about strengthening your overall profile. Now, during the pandemic, many programs introduced test waivers to help with accessibility. Some of those policies have remained, but waivers usually come with some strings attached, like extra essays, interviews, or other methods to prove necessary academic skills. Also, waivers are not guaranteed. You often need strong academics or impressive professional experience to even be considered for one. Further, if you don't submit a test score, you've got to prove your readiness for an MBA in other ways. That means admissions officers are looking even more closely at your GPA, undergrad transcripts, work history, essays, and anything else that might demonstrate critical thinking or quant skills. The GMAT, on the other hand, offers a clear, standardized way to show that you can handle the academic rigors of business school. It's a way to take control over your application, especially if other parts of your profile aren't as impressive as you would like. Let's say you have a lower GPA, or your undergrad degree or work experience wasn't super quant heavy. A strong GMAT score can fill that gap. It can also show that you're serious about the application process by proving that you were willing to put in the time, effort, and preparation necessary for a good score. What about alternatives like the GRE? The GRE is definitely a popular option. It's a bit more flexible and accepted by a lot of graduate programs, not just business schools. So if you are still deciding between an MBA or another kind of grad program, the GRE might be a good fit. But if you are all in on business school, the GMAT often has an edge. It's designed specifically for business programs, and it focuses more on analytical and quantitative reasoning, skills that directly relate to MBA coursework. Plus, some scholarships and programs may favor GMAT scores even if they accept both tests. Check with the specific programs or scholarships that you're interested in to see their current requirements or ask about preferences. Here's the bottom line. If you're applying to a competitive MBA program and you want to maximize your chances of admission, scholarship funding, and even post-grad career opportunities, the GMAT is the gold standard. A strong GMAT score can help you stand out in a massive applicant pool, offset weaker areas like a low GPA or limited work experience, qualify for merit-based financial aid, and even get noticed by top employers, especially in consulting or finance, where they often want to see a GMAT score after you graduate. But here's something people don't talk about enough. Preparing for the GMAT actually makes you a stronger candidate, not just on paper, but in practice. Think about it. Studying for the GMAT builds core skills like analytical thinking, problem solving, time management, stress management, and of course, the ability to reason through problems and information. Those are all essential skills for success in business school. They're also incredibly valuable in the workplace. GMAT prep isn't just about getting into school. It's about getting ready for this next phase of your life. And the best part, a GMAT score is valid for 5 years. That gives you a ton of flexibility. Even if you're not ready to apply this year, taking the GMAT now keeps your options open. So if you're still on the fence about whether the GMAT is worth the effort, here's the takeaway. For most MBA applicants, it remains a smart move. Even in a test optional world, A solid GMAT score shows admissions committees and future employers that you are ready for the challenges ahead. It gives you more control, more options, and more opportunities. That's a pretty powerful return on investment. If you're figuring out your testing strategy, take the time to weigh your goals, your strengths, and the schools you're aiming for, but don't write off the GMAT too quickly. It might just be your best asset. Till next time.